into a few platforms, something really important coming up that I think will be of real value to you. So I'm here talking not to hear my head rattle or to waste my time, or certainly not yours, but because I honor you and I respect who you are and what you've done. Here's something I know about you. You may know this yourself fully and freely, or you may not. I don't know. But here's something I know. You are divine. You're an amazing person. Now, how much of your or my, how much amazingness we've used or how much we share, that's different for all of us because we go through troubles and trials and struggles, bad childhood experiences, grades, friends, betrayals, trauma, abuse, jobs, failure, hidden struggles, all kinds of stuff tends to make us devalue ourselves, like we're not, we're really not worth that much. And that's unfortunate because it's not true. It never was and it never will be. Nothing will change your inherent value. Now, the question that's different, that's the same for all of us. You're divine and you have infinite capability. What's different for each of us is what we do with it. Our opportunity is to choose, to notice how we're feeling and what we're doing, and then to make a conscious, intentional choice. And sadly, most people never develop that ability to intentionally notice and choose. So this is about a particular choice that you can make. The most important person you can be or I can be is fully, authentically you. There's that old quip that says, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. And we hear that and we laugh about it, but you know what? We don't do it. In fact, we spend time hiding ourselves. We spend time molding ourselves into what we think others are going to approve of. And that's sad because the most beautiful thing I can be or you can be is 100% authentic, true to who you are and what you declare and create yourself to be. Now, while I say, paying attention and following someone else's script is not important, not valuable. What is valuable is for you and me individually to decide who we want to be and then pursue that with diligence and vigor. Most of us don't do that. I surely didn't for decades. So what I noticed is I was so busy trying to be what I thought I should be and to be what I thought others would approve of that I got lost. I didn't even know who I was. I remember coming home from work, very successful, getting paid a lot of money, turning out the lights, closing the door, and say, I don't know who the frick I am. That discouraged about it. So what I have to offer you is right here in the corner, dreambuildwriteit.com, www.dreambuildwriteit.com. Because here's what I know about you. After all the drama, after all the failures, after all the finger pointing or things that people have done or said to make you feel worse or bad or less than or to elevate themselves at your expense or any version of that thing, or even after the mistakes you've made that have hurt others. And, goodness knows I've made uncounted number of those and have had lots to fix, not only in trying to love those that I've hurt, but in trying to change who I am so that I wasn't that person. I mean, we all make mistakes, sometimes little ones and sometimes awesomely ugly ones. And in order to do that, we're a certain person that would make that mistake. And we can recognize it and say, that's not what I meant, that's not what I wanted. And so there's three things. One, fix what you can of whatever mistake you've made. And two, change who you are. That means going on the journey of personal growth, figuring out who you really want to be, your own declaration, not somebody else's stuff. Who are you? Really? That's a question most people I talk to can't even answer. They answer with their profession, or they answer with some of their roles. I'm a husband or a wife or mom or dad or brother or sister. And those are roles. I'm talking about the core, that spirit at the core. Who are you? So the reason I'm here and to invite you to www.dreambuildwriteit.com is because after I woke up in 2007, I lived the first 52 years of my life asleep, following other people's scripts, doing what I thought I was supposed to do, trying to squeeze myself into a mold and being miserable, unhappy, and lots of other dramatic sadness. Some pretty dramatic things happened in August and September of 2007 and changed my whole world. Since that time, the last 18 years, I've spent all the time, every moment, fixing what I could, changing who I am, and then adding good to the world. And you know what? I found that the best way to add good to the world is to mine your life for the story of your growth. Like right now, if you're hearing this and you have been on a mission to grow, to be the best version of yourself, to serve others, people say, I like helping people. If you're one of those, this message is for you, because I am too. The best way you and me, we can do that is to examine the story and process of how we got to this place where we're growing, we're changing, and we have this yearning to add good to the world. Now, there's nothing that's as good as the discipline of mining your life story, your life journey, and then writing a book. Not to write a memoir and say, poor me or any of that, forget that crap, but to examine the things that have happened that have made you who you are and brought you where you are. When someone looks at someone successful like you or me and they say, wow, I could never do that, what they're really saying is, I don't understand how you got there. So the most important gift we can give is the story of answer to the question, how did you get here? How did you do this? How did you create this success? That's the powerful thing. So writing a book is the most organized and disciplined way to do that. And it's the launch pad for a whole business if you want it. Because after you do that work of writing or mining your life, writing a book, it's easy to create products, programs, services, groups, workshops, coaching programs, if you want to, depending on the business you want to be in. That becomes so simple once you've done the first work. The difficulty I see is people try to skip that. They want to go right to the programs and making money, and they haven't really done the work of figuring out in their own life what they've learned and how to present it and how it would be valuable. So anyway, this workshop, dreambuildwriteit.com. I've written 20 books. My name's Kellen. You know that. I've written 20 books. I'm working on number 21. Right now, I've got a small group of people, 9 of them, that I'm leading to write their books because I held a challenge in February. This one's in June, www.dreambuildwriteit.com, June 2 through 6, an hour a day, and I'm going to introduce you to this process, show you how to do it, how to get started, how to think about it, show you the value, how you can both make a great impact in the world and get paid. Get paid for what you've learned, get paid for what you know how to do, get paid for what you've overcome, get paid for just being who you are. Isn't that fun? Getting paid for who you are, because you've earned that by the challenges, struggles, and difficulties that you've chosen to overcome. So join me. Go there right now and sign up. The challenge doesn't cost anything. www.dreambuildwriteit.com. Put it on your calendar. Don't sign up and then don't come because there's no replays. You can't say, well, I'll watch the video later. No, you won't. People don't, and you know that. How many videos have you downloaded and never watched or signed up for and never watched? That happens all the time. So just put it on your calendar. It's at noon to 1 Mountain Time. Make adjustments for other time zones. And join me. I'd love to see you there. This is going to be amazing. I know we have a whole bunch of people signed up, but I want you because you matter and your story is powerful. You know that? Dream, build, write it. I have helped so many people write books, publish them, get bestsellers, create products, create services, create coaching opportunities, group or private, whatever you want to do. But the first step is to figure out what it is you truly have to offer.